is Lisa from Life in Layouts. Welcome back to my Aloha Hawaii series. Today I am going to be using this Scrapbook Generation sketch, and it calls for 6 photos, but I am only going to be using 5 photos because the 2 photos that are on the right, I'm actually going to use a 5x7 photo, I think is that size. Now, I didn't have a piece of paper that was big enough for what I needed, so I did go ahead and pull this out from my stash. It has the world map on it, but I cover up most of it that you really can't tell what it is. I really just wanted to have that teal paper as the background. This layout is going to be about the sunset cruise that we took, and while we were on the cruise, they came around and took pictures of us, and luckily I asked to have a second photo taken. They took, just the normal photo of you, and then I asked to have this particular photo taken, and I'm glad that I did, because when Kevin and I separated, we were both actually able to take one of the photos with us. So I took this one and he took the other one, and this is going to be in place of the 2 4x6 photos that are on the right hand side of the sketch. And then on the left hand side of the sketch, we have just a selfie that we took together, a picture of the boat, and then a picture of the life preserver that has the name of the boat on it, and then a picture of our dinner, which was crab legs, and super yummy. So my photos are not true 4x6, and I'm going to show you how I cover that up in just a second. So I did go ahead and put the photo on the left flat down, and then the photo of our food up on fun foam. So what I decided to do was take a little piece of the teal paper that is underneath the photo on the right hand side and add that to the edge. So it looks like the teal paper comes down further than it actually does. And it's such a small area that unless you really look at it, you can't tell that it's there. But if I had left it white, then you would have been able to see it more. So if you're ever short on your paper, just see if there's something that you can add to it. I did go ahead and fussy cut those hibiscus flowers from a 3x4 card and add that right to the right hand side of the photo with the food on it. I wanted to add these banners that the sketch called for, and there were 2 that were already cut out, and they were black and white with some florals on it. And then I went ahead and cut out the green paper, I fussy cut the same shape, and then I cover up the wordings that's on the black and white paper with this saying that says, "Never forget these little moments." And then on the left hand side of the layout, I go ahead and add that black tag there that has a little heart on it, and then I also add a fun times. I did pull out my Big Shot and cut out a few pieces, one being this film strip, and what I decided to do was go ahead and cut 2 of them out, and I laid them down flat on this white cardstock so that I could have a white background to them, and then I fussy cut them out. Whenever I'm cutting a straight line like this, I do like to bend it a little bit, and you can see when I put the adhesive on it that it's not really straight on the back, and that's so that it doesn't overlap. I did go ahead and put that up on fun foam and added it right below the photo. There is a section in the sketch that has something below it, and I thought that that worked for it. I did add this little circle right to the center that says "Simply Awesome," and that kind of covers up the seam between these 2 film strips. On the right hand side, I also added a little tag that says "Beauty comes from within," and I decided to pull out some wood veneer that are little people and added that to the left hand side along with the Viewmaster to finish out that cluster on the left. I also pulled out this little swirly thing in a wood veneer and added that to the top there to just add a little extra. Now, whenever I have any type of brochures, I like to include them, and sometimes I just don't want to actually include them on the layout. So what I normally like to do is I take some red line tape and some white cardstock, or really any color cardstock, it doesn't matter. I did cut this one a little short, and so I had to take it up and put a bigger piece in there, and then I have it tucked behind it, so it's sticking out a little bit so that you can see that it's there. And then we always have the brochures that went with whatever this particular event was. So this one was obviously the sunset cruise. You'll see it in a couple other layouts as well. So I went with a very elaborate title here of Sunset Cruise, but I love these thickers here that are glittery and that teal color. It's just a beautiful offset to everything else on the layout. So here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.